Hey everyone, this is Laurie Delk, and tonight I am going to talk to you in my Laurie's lessons on why your why matters in defining your purpose. And so I'm so excited to talk to you about this today because this training is one of the most important ones that we could ever do together because it's literally the foundation of everything in your business and honestly, your life. And so we're going to talk about why your why. So, why are you here? Why did you get started in your business? And why you're going to keep going even when it gets tough. And so, you've probably heard that, in so many different places, your why. And I've heard it from so many different trainers. And every trainer might say things, some the same and some a little bit different. But you want to think about your why is like your fuel. It is the thing that is going to carry you when your motivation dips, when someone tells you no, or when just life gets in the way. If your why isn't strong enough, you're going to just quit at the first storm. But if it's clear, if it's deep, if it's powerful, then it becomes unshakable. And so think of it like this. Your why is like the engine in your car. You could have the best car in the world. You could have great products. You could have a great company. You could have a great team. But if there's no engine, you're not going to go anywhere, right? So when I first started, my why wasn't about money alone. Sure, money is great. And that is one of the main reasons why I started, right? So, my husband, my kid's dad at the time, wasn't working three different jobs to help support the family, right? But money fades quickly. My deeper why was freedom, freedom of time, freedom from stress. Like it just said, freedom for my kid's dad to not have to work two and three jobs so he could be here for the family, and freedom for me to be here for my family and not work, 40, 60, 80 hours a week at my corporate job that I left. So here's what I've learned. When your why makes you cry, then you found it. And I know it sounds nice on paper, but it's not going to pull you forward when those times come that get hard, those things get hard. But if it's tied to your heart, like your kids, your health, your future, the calling that God's called you for, then that's going to light your fire every single day. So, if you've done this exercise before but you're not where you want to be yet, then I highly encourage you to just go through this process with me. So, think about a surface why versus a deep why. A surface why sounds like I want to make extra money. I want to make an extra 500 a month. I want to make an extra 1,000 a month. I want to make an extra 5,000 a month, whatever it is. But a deep why says, I want to pay off my debt so I can breathe again and stop stressing every night before bed. Do you see that difference? Do you see the difference in how heavy one feels versus the other is kind of nonchalant? And your why has to be personal. Like you can read other people's things, you can follow other leaders, you can grab ideas from other people of what their why is, but it has to be personal to you, not what you think it should be, not what your sponsor or upline or coach or whoever told you, but what actually matters to you. So think about that. Think about, and not what you think your why should be, even if it's yours, right? Not just what you think it should be to be proper, but really deep down, why does it matter to you? That why must be clear. And if you can't say it in a sentence from memory, then it's not clear enough. And then your why must be visible. You need to write it down. Put it on your bathroom mirror on a post-it note. Put it in your planner. Put it on your phone as your screensaver. Put it on your desktop as your screensaver. Put it on an index card and put it on your car visor. So every time you get in the car, you see that and you reread it. Keep it in front of you every single day. And then you need to share your why. Tell your leader, your sponsor, tell your accountability partner, tell your team. When other people know your why, then they can help remind you when you forget. Because when times get tough, you will forget if you don't keep it in front of you and if you don't do these things and if you don't write it down. And like I said, keep it in front of you all the time because there will be times that get tough. So let's do a quick exercise. If you are not exactly where you want to be in your life, then please trust me and just do this exercise. Even if you've done it before, even if you've done it 100 times before, just trust me and try it. Go grab a piece of paper or go to the notes section on your phone. Write down the first reason you joined the company or you started your business, etc. And then ask yourself why 5 times. Okay. So you write down your answer and then you ask yourself why and write the answer to that one. Then ask yourself why that and write your answer to that. And then why that and write your answer to that 5 times. Why did I join? To make extra money. Why do I want to make extra money? Because I want to pay off credit cards. Why do I want to pay off credit cards? Because I'm tired of the stress of debt. Why am I tired of the stress of debt? Because it keeps me up at night and hurts my health. Why does it keep you up at night? Why is it hurting your health? Because I want to live in peace and set a better example for my kids. So that's just an example of how it could go. But that's a real why, because I want to live in peace and set a better example for my kids. Right? So get to your real why. 5 levels deep, at least. You could even go further. But here's the truth. Your why is the most powerful tool you'll have in this business, in any business, and in your life, period. Even if you're working a traditional corporate job, it's still, why are you working that corporate job? So it still works for this. You still need to be doing this. The products might work with the company you're with. Hopefully they do. The system might work, and hopefully it does. The business might work. Hopefully it does. But your why is the glue that will hold you in the game long enough to see the results. Because it's not going to happen overnight. And if you want to actually see the results for that why, you need to stick with your why. I see people jump teams and companies all the time and, oh, it didn't work fast enough. Well, in the traditional corporate world, you work for 20, 30, 40 years, right? To get to retirement, to get a decent pension, right? So why do you think it should only take 2 months, 6 months, right? If it even took 5 years for you to reach your ultimate goal, wouldn't that be worth it? Because I guarantee you, when I was working for a Fortune 500 company way back in 1993 before I left, I probably wouldn't have reached the goals that I've reached now. Way back then, I wouldn't even still be anywhere close to where I'm at today. So I challenge you to get crystal clear on your why. Write it down, share it with me, or share it with your sponsor, or both. Share it with a friend, share it with a spouse. But when those tough days come, go back to it, reread it, remind yourself. And like I said, make sure you see it every single day. This is why I started, and this is why I am not quitting. Because at the end of the day, the business isn't just about patches, products, services, whatever it is you're doing. It's about the people. It's about changing lives. And those lives starts with yours. So you want to start with yours to make yours better. So here's your assignment. Before the day ends, I want you to write out your why in a sentence or two. Make it personal, make it powerful, and then share it with somebody. If you want to share it with me, text it to me, message it to me on Instagram or Facebook, everywhere online. It's at Laurie Delk. I didn't change, my name's updated on all the stuff, but the little at is the same on everything to make it easy. Um, but make it the heartbeat of your business, because when your why is strong and when it's strong enough, then the how will always show up. But you have to start with making your why strong enough. So stay connected to your purpose and make this week amazing. Thanks so much for everybody for tuning in. I hope this was of value to you. Please comment below if it was, other things you'd like me to train on, and share it with a friend, share it with somebody that needs it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.